It's such a good feeling, a very good feeling, a feeling you know I care.
Hi guys, I have missed you so very much. Welcome back to the Lindsay Loves You show. Oh my gosh, I feel like it's been forever. We are all in quarantine. If you're like me and you're an introvert, then you are loving this. I love staying home anyway. I'm honestly a homebody. You know, like occasionally I'll go out and like grab some food or, go to the gym. But other than that, honey, if I can work from home, then I will work from home. That is the best. I started thinking about what I'm doing during quarantine. Why do I enjoy it? I'm enjoying it. And it's not really because of money issues. Like, I know a lot of us are struggling. My heart completely goes out to every single person who is struggling. Now, with the time that we do have while we're quarantining, how can we be productive? So I said, hey, let me give some tips in what's been helping me stay productive and what I've discovered. Tip number 1, write a goal list. I've already been kind of working from home. And one of the hardest things about working from home is that you have to make your own schedule. You are your accountability partner. So you have to be the one to make sure that you're balancing your time, that you're getting everything done. Before I was able to work from home, I used to be like everyone else, and I'd be like, oh man, I wish I could work from home. I'll be in my pajamas all day. It's just gonna be the best. I don't even have to see anybody I don't like. But the reality of it is that because you're accountable for your own time, it's actually harder. You have to make sure you're getting everything done. So write a list. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. For me, it was super simple. It was like learn Tagalog or exercise for an hour and a half. And I did have to get specific about the time that I wanted into this, because since you are creating your own schedule, it's all your time. So it's a lot more responsibility into yourself. Typically when I go to the gym, I know, okay, I want to work out for this long and I want to use this and this equipment. And honey, when you're doing it from home, that doesn't exist because there's no equipment. Well, I don't have the luxury of having equipment. Maybe you do. So I had to kind of keep track of saying, okay, do like 4 sets of lunges, run for 20 minutes. Now you're keeping a practical log of how much time you have in a day to get things done. The next is check your email. Yeah, my email's a mess. I'm okay with it. To me, it makes sense to me, but there's been so many emails that come throughout the day. I'm an actress. I'm also a script writer. I'm not always able to give my full attention to every single email that comes in. What I'll do is I'll skim through it and I say, okay, does this apply to me right now? Does it not? And so the things that didn't apply to me right now, that became junk mail. I woke up one morning and I was like, you know what, Lindsay, you have what they call time. So I'm gonna take the time to check the email. I kid you not. I discovered so many different things. One, all those emails that I consider junk, at one point in time, I took an interest in that company. So I signed up. And when I started checking my email, I found a free script writing class from a professor in NYU. Did you hear me when I said free? Which is so awesome. I can actually give you the link down below if you are interested in script writing. He has a class going on which is at your own pace. Just make sure you sign up now that the promotion's going on. How to write a short film. Honey, we're getting NYU education for free. Need I say more? Awesome. My mother's Filipino, so she never wanted to teach us Cebuano or Visayan or even the common language Tagalog. And I really wanted to learn. I said, you know what? This has always been on my list. I want to learn. You can sign up for 3 months free at Rosetta Stone. You're welcome. It's so awesome. This schedule works for you. It's your time, it's your goals, and these are things that are to invest in yourself and make yourself better. I am a member of Backstage, so if you are also a part of Backstage, they have so many free webinars. Some of them are posted on YouTube, and I listen to them, and I'm getting so much information from them. If you're also an actor out there, they have casting directors on there for free. You don't have to pay per webinar. They also have free exercising classes on there from this guy from Brazil, and he's like a personal fitness trainer. Here's another one. Let me check what's going on Groupon. Honey, they have like free American Sign Language classes. If you want to spruce up your resume, that's excellent to have. How many people can say, I know American Sign Language? You can also get certified on there too. If you want to become a nutritionist, they have free classes to be a nutritionist, which we call it the Quarantine 15. A lot of people are gaining weight. Hey, we still look good. I still love myself. And 2, it's a free nutrition class that I could take to learn more about what I'm eating and be more conscious of it. And I also use it to share with my friends and my family too. Awesome. Love it. My next tip, catch up with your family and your friends. We're doing a lot of these things online with Zoom. You can do FaceTime. With me and my little introverted self, I will make time to talk on the phone, but I will always be like, all right, well, that's enough time because now I have to get back to working, which I love working. I love what I do. But now I'm like, you know what? This is great. I really do appreciate it. I'm spending more time to sending the right gifts, like emojis and memes in my text messages. I think that's pretty awesome. I'm loving the family pictures I'm seeing on the internet then and now. So I just think that's really awesome, really cool, really funny. Dude, if you want a good laugh, check it out and do it yourself. We've got all this time with our family. The thing is, I've found different ways to stay busy. So I'm just as busy during this quarantine as I am when there isn't a quarantine. The only difference though is that I'm not moving around as much. I'm not going outside the house. I've adjusted and I'm totally fine. So you will be too, in all hopes. And if you're not, feel free to email me or send a comment. You can send maybe happy, positive messages for anyone who's going through anything difficult. And my very last tip is really enjoy your quiet time. Quarantine is really hard for some people. I was watching this other YouTuber who was going through a breakup during a time where you have to be inside, and the only thing you have to do is to think. And that can be really detrimental because what can happen is you can ruminate on something so much, it can hurt you. But at the same time, it does allow you to self-reflect. And self-reflection is good for you. When this is all over, we will be back to our everyday lives. We're moving, we're hustling, we're running short on time, we're always on a time crunch. We won't have this time to do quiet things like meditate. Well, this is a time for me to really meditate because I do have time and allow myself to self-reflect on certain decisions that I've made, certain things that I want to improve on and grow with. It's a great time for us to appreciate. Have you guys ever played this game where it's like name 10 things that you're grateful for? I do that in the morning and it helps so much. Promise with all my heart, if you try that, it's going to really set the mood for your day. And it's also going to help you stay on track with your goals. Another thing that I'm seeing people do is read. What we can do right now is read up and research what's going on right now. Find valid research too, credible research that we can rely on, and make your opinion more solid. That's one of the things you can do. You can have fun, watch Netflix, catch up on the shows that you've always said you're gonna watch. You can read a book. I love reading books. It's the best escapism. We have a little time, you can read before you go to bed. If you're a believer like me, then you can read the Bible. We need balance. There's a time to be quick, there's a time to move, there's a time to hit that time crunch and to cut into our sleep to get things done because we have priorities, okay? And then there's a time for us to be still, there's a time for us to slow down, there's a time for us to appreciate the sleep that we need. I gotta say something because a lot of people do this. They say, I'm gonna sleep when I'm dead. I don't need to sleep. What are you sleeping for? You're lazy. I completely disagree with that statement. I think that if you have to get something done, yes, I will cut into my sleep. But life is a marathon, it's not a race. So pace yourself. And now that you have time, get the sleep that you need because it's a part of our health. Take the time out to be quiet because it's a part of our mental health. It's a time for us to enlighten ourselves. This can be a daily thing. Like for me, I need it daily to self-reflect on what parts of myself are empowering for me and what parts I want to work on, to learn from. I would never get that opportunity if I'm busy running around. When we have quiet time, when we have downtime, we have time. So let's take advantage of this because we'll be busy again. A lot of us have a lot of anxiety because this is a scary time. We can go to the grocery store and there's no toilet tissue paper. But I need this. And you go online and now the only kind that's not sold out or and at a decent price is like the kind that we don't really want. I'm sure once this is all over, we'll be like, oh man, it's so silly. But in the moment, it's very real problem that can affect us and that can also affect our anxiety. It's important for us to really remind yourself that you're gonna be okay. There are resources that are out there to help you. As Lindsay Loves You YouTube gets bigger and bigger and bigger, I would like to give back to people who need help. And what I will do is I will find resources with links below in case you are going through trouble. So I know some of us are furloughed, we are unemployed, we may not have income coming in. I'm familiar with California resources, but if you're from a different state, comment below and then I will find some resources. There are people out there to help. You are loved, you are appreciated, you are needed in this world for a reason. I care about you and you're gonna be all right. Love you guys so very, very, very much. Miss you guys. Let me know how these tips work out for you. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Hear more about the different tips that I offer. Click your notification buttons too so that you'll know when I am on. Bye.
It's such a good feeling, a very good feeling.